Kashmera Shah, thank you so much for joining me on E Times TV. And I must tell
Okay.
you that today we are here to talk to you something which everybody is talking about and it's constantly making headlines. This whole mess which has happened between Nisha Rawal and Karan Mehra. And we believe that, you at one point were close to both of them.
It's a very touchy topic, Vicky. And it's touchy because not everybody's marriages are perfect. In fact, no marriage is perfect. Some half this nation is married, the others are happy, as they say. I've been very close to Nisha and I've been very close to Karan also. They've always come up for every event of mine. Even my first film trailer launch, they were there, right there. So it becomes very uncomfortable when you literally take one person's side and not the other. But if I'm a true friend, then I think I should take the side of the child or the truth, right? And both. So when this thing happened, it just kind of hit us out from the left field. हमको पता ही नहीं चला कि क्या हो. It was not something that Nisha had discussed with me. She and I were in the same girl gang and we would meet once every month or twice every month. But कभी उसने ऐसा mention नहीं किया था. But there was one odd message that had come from her sometime in May of 2021 and which said that everything is not as it seems. तो एक बहुत लंबा चौड़ा message आया था where I kind of thought that maybe she's going through a little bit of trouble in her marriage. And I had offered her help in various forms, financially or if she wanted to stay. But anyway, she never took any of that. वो काफी खुददार लड़की है. But if you know me, I don't really go into people's lives. Because एक तो it's a marriage. Plus they have a very young child. So normally husband wives solve their problems. But that fateful day on 31st night, I think it was, 31st May, I got a call at about 11:30 in the night or 12:30 in the night. Rohit Verma called me and he was crying on the phone saying that, he was sobbing actually, saying that Karan had hit Nisha. Now this news in itself was like, what? Karan? Because Vicky, Karan is not the kind of person who would even hit a mosquito. So that kind of, but at that moment, वो दिमाग में नहीं आया. I asked Rohit, I said, how is Nisha? Nisha कैसी है? Is she okay? Because it was very scary to just hear that your friend had been assaulted. So Rohit told me that, get ready, you need to come. So I got ready. But from 12:30 to about 2:30, I was waiting in my house at night. There was no call from their side. And then finally I called Rohit and said, no, sab kuch ho gaya, everything is okay. We'll talk to you tomorrow. I'm still at the police station. Something like that. So I went to sleep. I was worried, went to sleep. So, but at least I knew that Nisha was okay. Now, next day, I called up Munisha Khatwani. And I said, Munisha, kya hua? So Munisha said, I'm on my way to Nisha's house. She needs our help. Please come. Ab yahan tak I'm thinking that Nisha is not well. Usko laga hai vagera. So obviously, as a not very close friend, but a friend, I was concerned. Rohit Verma and Munisha Khatwani came to pick me up. And from there, we went to Nisha's and Karan's house. The scene that I saw there was something very terrifying because there were cops. There was a lady cop also. There was, I think, a couple of lawyers sitting in the living room. Or statement shayad ho raha tha. And then there was this gentleman who I didn't know. So he escorted us to a smaller room. हम लोग अंदर गए. फिर चाय चाहिए, पानी चाहिए. मैंने बोला नहीं निशा कैसे? बोला निशा ठीक है. सो निशा ने वहां से हाथ दिखाया था कि I'm okay, you guys go inside. हम लोग अंदर जाके बैठे. Rohit Verma was very, as usual, very hyper at that moment. Nisha was quiet. Nobody was talking to me. अब मैंने उनको पूछा भी उस टाइम कि do you guys know what exactly happened? Were you there? Rohit was not there. Rohit said नहीं मुझे बाद में बुलाया गया बट मैं आया. बहुत कुछ हुआ कल रात को. इतनी ही बात हुई. Then Rohit went out. Now this other person, not Rohit Verma, Rohit Sathia or something his name is, He came inside, he had tears in his eyes. He said, "Hi, I'm Rohit. And कल तो मैं इधर था जब ऐसे मैंने बोला क्या हुआ? Now he's standing at the door and Rohit said कि करण आया, करण ने निशा को अंदर लेके गया, उसने दरवाजा बंद किया, फिर उसने उसका सर पकड़ा और इधर इस दीवार पे मारा। और मैंने बोला ये आपने देखा? बोलते हाँ। तो ये बोलते फिर बोला कि हाँ, हाउ कुड ही डू दिस, हाउ कुड ही डू दैट, सो बैड, शी वाज ब्लीडिंग। तो आई आस्क्ड हिम अ क्वेश्चन, बट आपने बोला दरवाजा बंद था, फिर आपने देखा कैसे? So he kind of faltered. At that very moment, I felt something was wrong, Vicky. Because, आपका एक सिक्स सेंस होता है कि ये कुछ गड़बड़ साउंड कर रहा है. This guy went out. Then I sat with Munisha. I said, Munisha, what's going on? What happened? तो बोलते नहीं कैश, वो press people want to talk to you. I said, I'm not talking to the press. अच्छा मुझे पता ही नहीं कि क्या हुआ है, तो मैं प्रेस को क्या बोलूं? So Munisha at that moment, see Munisha, Khatwani and Rohit Verma and I were not that close 1 year back. Today we are very good friends. वो एक साल में हम लोग काफी करीब हो गए, but उस साल पे हम लोग इतने करीब भी नहीं थे. We were just social friends. अगर my relationship with Munisha Khatwani and Rohit Verma आज का होता, तो मैंने उनका हाथ पकड़ के उनको वहां से लेके जाना था, क्योंकि मुझे ऐसा लगने लगा था कि there is something very fishy going on. फिर वापस निशा आई अंदर, कुछ प्रिंट आउट कर रही थी, उस रूम में शायद प्रिंटर भी था. एंड शी टोल्ड मी, सी कैशू, शी कॉल्स मी कैशू, कैशू देखो क्या हुआ ना, दिस हैपेंड, दैट हैपेंड. सो आई जस्ट आस्क्ड, आई सेड, डू यू नीड एनी मनी? You need to go to the hospital. Do you need plastic surgery? What do you need? I'm there for you. बोलते no, just be with me, that's all. I said ठीक है, I'm there with you, but let me know, I can help you out. आपको कुछ सर्जरी के लिए पैसे चाहिए कुछ भी. बोल के वो चली गई. फिर वापस आई थिंक रोहित सेठिया came inside and I was checking out the room. There was a camera in the room. तो मुझे बोलता है, see how it happens, they were supposed to be the perfect couple वगैरह. मैंने बोला बड़ा अच्छी बात है ना, कैमरा, अब इधर पता चलेगा कि कैसे मारा, अगर मारा है तो. बोलते नहीं, ये कैमरा बंद. So now that was another red flag कि how come this one particular camera of the house is shut. तो जब रोहित बाहर गया सेठिया, तो मैंने मुनीशा को बोला, मैंने बोला मुनीशा, I don't think we should say anything in the press till we don't know what the truth is. जहां तक I'm concerned, I don't think Karan Mehra is capable of hitting anyone. हो सकता है कोई फिसल गया, हो सकता है बाई चांस लगा हो सकता, कभी कभी हस्बैंड वाइफ में धक्का धुकी हो जाती, वैसा हुआ होगा. I don't see a Karan Mehra holding Nisha Rawal and hitting or pushing her, sorry. तो मैंने मुनीशा को ये बोला कि मुझे I smell a rat here. I'm not sure that this is the story. So she said, no, look, Bombay Times is calling me, this one, you want to speak to them? I said, no, I don't want to speak to them. तो एक पॉइंट पे मुझे मेरे फोन पे किसी का फोन आया, कोई प्रेस वाले का. मैंने फोन उठाया और उन्होंने बोला, मैंने सुना आप निशा के घर में उसकी हालत है. मैंने बोला, शी इज ओके राइट ना, करण मेहरा ने मारा. मैंने बोला देखो, I don't think that he's hit her. Nisha should get justice if she's been assaulted, but if you're asking me, Kashmera Shah, I don't think he's hit. ये बोल के मैंने बंद किया. ये एक ही बार मैंने किसी को जवाब दिया था. उसके बाद मैं उठी वहां से, मैंने मुनीशा को बोला, चलो लेट्स गो फ्रॉम हियर. शी सेड नो, आई एम सिटिंग, आई एम सपोर्टिंग निशा. आई सेड आई आल्सो सपोर्ट निशा, बट आई विल नॉट सपोर्ट समथिंग दैट आई डोंट हैव फुल अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ. तो मैं वहां से निकल गई विकी, क्योंकि मुझे ये लगा कि कल को अगर ये सारी चीजें झूठ है, तो जो बच्चा है वो बड़ा होके क्या सोचेगा कि मैंने उसके डैडी को फॉल्सली अक्यूज किया था. तो आई ऑल्सो हैव टू थिंक अबाउट माई किड्स, दे आर ऑफ द सेम एज. So I refused to take anyone's stand. That time I took the stand of the child. But today I'm speaking only because I saw his video yesterday, his interview yesterday, Karan's yesterday, where I'm completely in shock about everything that he has said. He's not allowed to meet his son. He's not allowed to go to his own house. His car was not given to him. And apparently somebody who has done Kanyadan is with Nisha. I have nothing to do with that because वो उनका personal matter. लेकिन what got me is the fact that Karan ने बोला कि वो उसको death threats आए हैं और वो लोग ये बोल रहे हैं कि करण काविश को मारना चाहते हैं. I mean, I've seen Karan with Kavish, Vicky. He's a doting father. He loves his son, and I don't think he's capable of half the things that they're accusing him. Yes, I'm willing to be a character witness for Karan Mehra because as much as I know Nisha, I know Karan. Nisha ने मुझे कभी ये चीज बताई नहीं कि उनके मैरिज में प्रॉब्लम होता है, लेकिन I spoke to somebody who's very close to Karan and Nisha the moment I got out of their house on that fateful day, 1st of June or something. And he told me that he had got the same SMS from Nisha a month back. So I think she was sending the same messages to a few people. So that was the third flag for me. That was the third, kind of, there is something going on which is probably not the whole truth. So to answer your question, Vicky, I know a lot of friends know what the truth is. मुझे पता है कि करण के बहुत सारे दोस्त हैं जिनको सच्चाई शायद पता, but how can they be such cowards that they're not coming up and speaking up for him? It's time that he got justice. At least it's time that he got to see his son. It's time that he meets his son. ये husband wife का झगड़ा है, उसमें वो बच्चे का कोई fault नहीं. तो as a parent, I would request whoever the authorities are to give Karan few visitation rights, maybe supervised, but at least he needs to meet his son. That is something that has hurt me the most. And you know how blunt I am and how upfront I am. I'm not saying I believe that Karan has not hit Nisha, but I don't believe that he has hit Nisha either. Okay? I don't know what the truth is, but it's a very flawed story. I'm not here to malign Nisha. I'm here to support Karan Mehra. I'm sick and tired of being with cowards. It's time I'm with lions. It's time I am with brave people, and I am standing here in support of Karan. I think that's all I have to say.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Nisha had also called you for her press conference, right? And asked you to give her support there. But you didn't turn up.
She did not call me for the press conference. When Monisha Katwani came to pick me up, I went to the house. I realized that at that moment, Monisha was getting a lot of calls from the press, to ask her what was going on. Or bahar, Nisha was giving her statement to the police, and I think there were some lawyers there. So, Monisha and Rohit, not Verma, Sathia, I think they knew that there was going to be a press conference. Monisha told me to wait for it. I said, I'm not going to be a part of it. There were 2-3 very important reasons. First reason, I did not believe that Karan had hit her. Second reason, I thought that they as husband-wife should settle it. Thirdly, I specifically asked Monisha this at that time. Monisha, who was just my social friend that time, today she's a dear friend. And we've discussed this after that. And I told her, I think you've done a mistake by jumping the gun and saying that Karan has done this when you don't know the truth. And she's agreed that maybe she acted too fast. At least Rohit Verma has agreed with me that, sorry, I think I have acted too fast. He's willing to apologize, but obviously Karan should be able to accept his apology. Anyway, Monisha को मैंने बोला कि मुझे लगता है ये सारा झगड़ा एलिमनी के वजह से. लेकिन अगर Karan Mehra's character gets maligned, how will he earn that much money to give any kind of alimony? I hope I'm not wrong, but the Karan Mehra I know is not a violent person.
So you said that you don't know whether Karan has hit Nisha, but what I'm gauging from your conversation is that आपका दिल नहीं मान रहा है. It refuses to believe, seeing all those red flags and all whatever.
Yeah, because what I saw that happened that day there in that very room where I'm sitting, just before the press conference, which is why I was not in the press conference. And you know, Vicky, I am a very strong woman. I don't care who people are. I don't care. अगर आप गलत हो तो मैं आपका साथ नहीं दूंगी. लेकिन जहां मुझे थोड़ा सा लगता है कि थोड़ा गड़बड़ चल रहा है, मैं वहां आप झूठा प्रेस के लिए वहां खड़ी नहीं रहोगे. आज इस चीज को 14 महीने हुए ना. Today it's 12 or 13 months since this thing has happened. I could have easily milked off this controversy, but I'm not that kind of a person. I'm a very honest person. और मुझे जब करण का इंटरव्यू देखा, I can feel that as a parent.
Yeah, so am I right? So am I right when I say that आपका दिल नहीं मान रहा है, right? Yeah.
100% नहीं मान रहा. I don't think what he's accused of or what his family is accused of is what they are or he is. No, मेरा दिल बिल्कुल नहीं मान रहा. Absolutely not.
But have you spoken to Nisha and Karan after this whole thing? I mean, have you spoken to you? I mean, whosoever has called home.
I think Nisha probably did not like the fact that I did not wait for the press conference or the post that I made on Instagram where I stood up for Kavish. And I said very clearly there that both of them are my friends, so I cannot speak one against the other. So today I'm speaking because Karan called me up and asked me whether I would be comfortable to be his character witness. And I said, yes, I would be. Because I truly don't believe that he's capable of hitting anyone or being violent. Plus, I saw the reality show, Lock Up, जिसमें निशा गई थी. Nisha is a very good speaker. तो there were a lot of holes in the story. अगर मैं एक्टर नहीं होती तो मैं 100% लॉयर डिटेक्टिव हो जाती विकी. मुझे ना ये सब एनालाइज करना अच्छा लगता है ना. I never jump to conclusion. Yes, I can be stupid. I'm very emotional. मुझे आप बेवकूफ बना सकते हो, आप मुझे झूठी कहानी बता सकते हो, लेकिन वो एक पॉइंट के लिए होता है, एक टाइम के लिए होता है. तो उस दिन जब मैंने पोस्ट किया, शायद 1 या 2 जून को था, उसके बाद निशा ने मेरे से कभी बात नहीं की. इनफैक्ट आई बम्प्ड इनटू निशा 2-3 days ago at someone's birthday party. We were not rude to each other, we were civil. But at that moment, Karan had not asked me yet. Karan messaged me a couple of days ago asking me whether I would be comfortable to be his character witness. And I said yes, because in my heart, I believe that he's innocent. In my heart, I believe that there's a lot of wrong things that have happened to him. And in my heart, I believe that even one person with him is enough, you know.
In your heart, do you believe that Nisha and Rohit are in a relationship?
Oh my God, I don't even want to think about that. Am I merging with my wall?
No, it's fine.
Okay, this is how distracted I get.
Fine.
Oh my God, don't ask me that. I'm trying to change the topic by saying, am I merging with the wall? I don't want to. It's a very uncomfortable thought. But it's her life. It's his life. I think they're adults. But if they're in a relationship, then it feels like this was a well thought out plan. I don't want to think the worst for my once upon a time friend, but I think there is something more than it meets the eye.
So where is the institution of marriage going, Kashmera? I mean, around you and around
you
me.
are asking me.
There are several couples who are just, as you rightly pointed out, I would say rightly, that people say they are happy. Initially, you said this.
Yeah, half the country is married, the rest are happy. They should do what I did. I was living in for 6.5 years before I got married. Because people don't change overnight, You're always who you are. Or 6 saal ke liye you can't put up an act. We got married because we wanted to have kids. But we are friends now. So, more or less, you have to be friends in your marriage. You have to give the other person freedom to live. You can't become their mother or their father. And I think slowly, the institution of marriage is going to the dogs. Well, life's a bitch then.
You said that you all were civil to each other when you all met at some event, you and Nisha. Civil means just hi, hello, right? I mean, nothing more.
Hello. Hi. She spoke to her son about me because I'd got him some gift long time back. And that's all. I asked her which school does he go. She answered. I said, very nice. I touched Kavish's face, and then he started pulling her away. He wanted to go somewhere else. And then I went back to my kids.
And you are in frequent touch with Karan right now. I mean,
not frequent touch. He messaged me, like I said, a couple of days ago. And then we spoke when he asked me to be his character witness. We are not in touch every day. But yeah, I do believe that he will need people that know Karan should step forward and talk about what kind of person he is. A lot of things happen in a fit of rage, but Karan, even in a fit of rage, would just probably lie on his bed and watch TV. He would not hit. No. I highly doubt it.
well, I must say, you've spoken really from your heart again. I use this word heart as आपका दिल नहीं मान रहा है, and exactly
Yeah.
you put out everything that you encountered during this whole phase ever since you got those calls.
I want to add one more thing,
Closer to midnight on May 31. Yeah.
I want to add one more thing because I know Rohit Verma and Monisha Khatwani much better now than I knew them. I think somewhere or the other they thought they were helping their friend Nisha. And they got pulled into this whole thing where they stood there and gave an interview against Karan Mehra. I don't think they realized what they were doing. I think they were thinking that they were helping a victim of domestic abuse. I honestly feel that. I don't think they were thinking or planning कि हम लोग ये करेंगे. I don't think they were trying to maliciously malign Karan Mehra. I think they were trying to protect Nisha, who they thought were friends. Rohit Verma and Nisha Rawal don't even speak today, from what I hear from Rohit Verma. And the Rohit Verma and Monisha Khatwani that I know today, I don't think they would have done this had they put logic and seen. I think they would have reacted very differently. So I'm sorry, I felt the need to say this because when I speak to Rohit and when I speak to Monisha, I try to put some sense in their head. This sense didn't go in their head 1 year ago because I was not that close to them. I did try to tell Rohit, let's leave. I did try to tell Monisha, let's leave, let them sort it out. Let's not have, why are you going to the press? You're literally ruining Karan's career because you don't know what the truth is. But they were so adamant, but I think they got carried away by the emotion and the situation at that time. I truly believe this too. As much as I believe Karan Mehra is being framed, I believe that Rohit and Monisha also, Rohit Verma and Monisha Khatwani also jumped the gun a little bit. They didn't think. I think they should apologize to Karan.
Thank you, Kashmera. Thank you so much for this conversation.